Well, here we are at the Craigie Bowl in Perth for the 12th Asian Masters, which is the equivalent of the Commonwealth Games of 10-pin bowling. We've had 10 days of intense competition, and now we're down to the top 3 females and the top 3 males. And joining me in commentary is former national champion Terry Wenburn. Terry, what are you looking forward to? We've seen some great scoring in the last week.
The scoring this week has been absolutely fantastic. We've had 23 Asian zone records broken this week. We've got Bonku Garcia, who's averaged 226 on the last day to get up to first place. We've had Ian Bradford, averaged 250 for the last 5 games. We've had a 298 game bowled with Trish Cortesis in an excellent match, 298 to 255. The final is really going to be something else.
First to the Women's Masters and the top 3 after 10 days, and all incidentally are former World Bowlers of the Year. Number 1 qualifier, Bonku Garcia from the Philippines, 2 Cerdena Valdez of the Philippines, and Australia's Sue Cassell, the number 3 qualifier. In the first match, it's number 2 qualifier, Ariane. She's a 30-year-old housewife from Manila, World Bowler of the Year in 1988, Olympic gold medalist in Seoul, and a high game of 290. She takes on Australia's Sue Cassell, who qualified 3rd, a 30-year-old administration manager, World Bowler of the Year in 1990. She bowled the perfect game of 300 in the New South Wales Open at Bankstown 2 years ago. The winner to meet Bonku in the grand final.
Well, God, you can't start any better. These two have played each other before, and Sue won on that account. And what a great start.
Cerdena Valdez from Manila. She began with duck pins, the small balls, at the age of 9.
Okay, this is Ariane's first shot. That's very important with Sue already getting a strike. Yeah. Well, at the moment, Ariane here has the opportunity, while Sue's sitting down, to go straight into a quick double. Well, a little unlucky there. I thought she had it. Looks quite a good shot. You've got the best bowler of Australia out there, most probably, and one of the best in the Philippines, certainly.
So this should be a straightforward spare for Ariane, who didn't even bother to see the final fate of that ball, and she's smiling, but it's all concentration now with Sue Cassell.
This is true, you know. Again, as I said, Sue can now get up, and she's got 2 frames to bowl, so she can get up and get 2 strikes and put the pressure back on Ariane. It's important in this situation to make good shots all the time. There's a lot of tension, there's a lot of pressure on these players. Very easy to make a mistake, but they just have to stay cool, and let's see if she can get the double that she needs, put her in front in the early frames. Well, again, she was a bit unlucky. These girls are bowling quite well. They seem to be lined up into the pocket. As you'll see here, Sue's gone to a different ball for a spares, one that doesn't react as violently in the back end, goes a little bit straighter and picks up the job.
So it's even Stevens in the early stages.
Dead even so far. Got a strike and a spare apiece. They're both 20 in the first, and they both bowled 2 good shots. Sue just needs to make a good shot here, get right through the ball and get it down the line. Oh, it's a great shot. That was a great shot. You'll see there's a lot of power in the ball. She sent the head pin across the lane, came back at the 10. So that gives Sue 40 in the second frame. As we know, a strike, you get 10 plus the next 2 balls, whereas a spare, you get 10 plus the next 1 ball. So if Ariane can get a strike here, they'll be dead even. But then if she can get up and get 2 strikes, she can take a lead. Let's see what she can do. There's that stubborn 7 pin, that's twice. Last 2 shots have been identical, left the same corner pin. Well, it gives Ariane a spare. She's the score now in the second is 40-39, but again, 1 pin is nothing. Well, she wasn't happy with that. This should be pretty straightforward. No problem.
Terry, it's very much a mind game at this level.
It is very much so. Like anything, like any sport, I think when you get to the upper echelon of the sport, it really is who can keep yourself composed the best. They both know how to bowl as equally as well. They both know their own games equally as well. It's just who can now put it together when they need it. And again, this is the pressure of this type of bowling, is that you just cannot make a bad shot, because if you do, you lose confidence very quickly, because you know you've only got one game, and if this is it, this is be all and end all. You may have trained for 6 months for this one game.
Sue Cassell can really put her stamp on this match here.
Well, that's just what you don't want, Gordon. As I said, you don't want to be leaving yourself sixes. This is a very difficult spare.
So Sue needing the spare here in this 4th frame. Match played over 10 frames.
Well, Gordon, that's perfect. That's how you pick the spare up. You send it out and bring it back and cover the back pin.
Again, getting too much of that head pin.
Well, you know, as we went down and we watched them have a practice, Sue left that combination a few times, and she's done the same thing now, but she's putting the ball down a little bit too early, not getting the ball down the lane. That's the reason for that. The ball hooks a little bit too early, runs up through the head pin. Again, because of the low count of 7, she's now 2 pins behind if Ariane strikes, or 1 pin behind if Ariane strikes. And but again, a difficult spare. Like, even without the sleeper this time, you've still got to, it's still difficult. You've got to be right. But covers it well. She's bowling well. Oh, yeah. As you could tell, she wanted that one. There's a good shot there of Pang Nepomuceno. He's a 2-time World Cup champion and the Philippines' greatest male bowler. She needs to strike. Yep. That's a coach there. She has to strike here. It's a lot of concentration. Calm down, throw a good shot. Got to make your own shot. Not worry about what's going on around you.
Well, that certainly looked good in running.
Just wants to get it out there and then keep it straight. Let it hit the pin, knock it over. She just wants to make the spare. All right, well, that's a
couple of deep breaths there, though.
Well, that's exactly what you don't want. Unless she's thrown the 6s and 7s and got away with it. If she can spare this, it will really pump her up. The problem with this spare is you can hit it too finely and put it in front of the 10 pin, or you can hit it too full and put it to the left side of the 10 pin. So it is, you've got to be pretty exact. But no, didn't get the ball across at all. You have to get the ball across the head pin so that it deflects onto the 10.
So that double by Ariane having quite a dramatic impact. She certainly sees the initiative now.
Well, as you can see there, she's happy with that. Ball went a little bit high. But she just needs to go out, make a spare. She's still on a 2-0 pace. Sue's only bowling on a 180 pace unless she can strike. Big spare. Let's see what she can do. She just needs to stay clean at this side, at this time. The pressure's all on Sue, so it's up to her. Well, she's gone high again. They're happy to get rid of the back pin. That's a coach there. Perfect. Perfect spare.
She certainly found a nice rhythm, and just a high five to a coach.
That young gentleman there is Paulo Valdez. He is the current superstar of the Philippines.
Moment of truth for Sue Cassell.
Well, that was probably an extremely brave move. That Sue there changed her line. If she can get a double here, it'll be good. Because she'll catch up 10.
Strike in the 8th frame. She really wants to strike out. The 10 pin was nudged, but didn't want to go.
Very unlucky. You see there the head pin come across and just not knocking over the 10 pin.
No problems.
No problems. Ball bounces down the lane, and oh, that's not the shot you want to bowl for you when you try to knock over 10. But as I said, for the 10 pin, that's a great shot. But Ariane's in the box seat. Just needs to stay clean and get some good shots. All right, that shot's a little wide. This is, again, a difficult spare because of the way the ball's reacting this week. Actually, the lanes this week are Anvil Lane, which is a synthetic surface. There actually aren't any boards out there. The arrows and the boards that you do see are actually a decal. It really is just a one solid surface that's extremely hard. You can hit it with a hammer and it won't dent. It is made to last a lifeline. All right, that was what I mean. If she drops it short, the ball can run away and she can miss it, but that was a good shot. That was a great spare, as you can see. Here's the situation for Ariane. She just needs to strike here. She's into the 10th frame. She can really put the game away here by just closing the frame. That's it.
So it's an all-Philippines final. Ariane Cerdena Valdez really ramming home her advantage.
Ariane now doesn't even have to close the frame. All she needs is one pin to win, and then she can't lose. And she's got 2 shots to do it, so I don't think there's any problems.
The 1988 World Bowler of the Year, Ariane Cerdena Valdez from Manila. She's clinched a spot against her countrywoman. And a spectacular finale. .208 plays 181. And there she is, through to the grand final. Ariane Cerdena Valdez against Bongku Garcia, also from Philippines.